There is a moment in many marriages where nothing big has happened, but something feels off. There's no constant fighting, no clear betrayal, just distance. And you start wondering, is this a rough season or something deeper? In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 signs that often appear when a marriage is in trouble. I'm not trying to scare you, but to help you gain clarity before making any big decisions. Just a quick note before we begin. This video is for reflection and education, not professional advice. If you've been asking yourself, is this really it? Then this video is for you. That quiet doubt doesn't mean you're broken. It means something in you is paying attention. I know this because I lived in that space for a long time. I was confused, exhausted, and second-guessing my own feelings. Welcome to The Bridge Forward. This is a space for honest conversations about divorce, before, during, and after, so you can move forward with clarity instead of fear. My hope is that we can walk it together toward your own clarity. So let's jump right in. For each sign, I'll share a small manageable step you can take. This isn't about forcing a decision today. It's about turning that confusing knot in your stomach into something you can actually understand and hold. The first sign we will talk about today is the energy shift. Your energy changes when you are around your partner. And I don't just mean feeling tired. I'm talking about that subtle drop when you hear their key in the door, or the unexpected lightness when they are not around. One thing is this: your body often reacts before your mind is ready to admit anything. So for this sign, I want you to take this small step. For 1 week, simply notice. Keep a simple log in your phone notes and add a minus when you feel a shift around your partner and what triggered it, nothing more. If you don't experience any shift or your energy is still the same or even better when you're around your partner, I want you to add a plus. Write it down. Note everything. You're not making any judgment here. Neither are you making any decisions. You're just gathering data. For me, I felt that shift the moment I heard his key in the door, and I felt a huge relief when he had to be away for days. So if you're feeling this way, you are not alone. The second sign we will talk about today is the edited future. Have you noticed that your partner is slowly disappearing in your future? What I mean is this: when you imagine peace, travel, or the next chapter of your life, they are missing. Not out of anger, but because your mind is quietly rehearsing a different story. For this sign, I want you to take this small step. Take that future image in your head and write 2 versions. One with your partner and one without your partner. I don't want you to overthink this. Just notice which one feels like a relief and which one feels like you're forcing it. In my own situation, I started planning my future without him in it mentally. I didn't know how it would happen, but I knew I didn't feel sad or afraid that it wasn't part of that future. And here's the part most people don't realize until much later. Our third sign for today: the conflict shuts down. The arguments stop, not because things are better, but because hope starts to feel expensive. You stop bringing things up, not to keep the peace, but because the emotional cost feels too high. Silence isn't always peace, and sometimes silence means resignation. So your small step for this sign: this week, I want you to choose one tiny, non-threatening thing and respectfully mention it to your partner. I don't want you to focus on their reaction. I want you to focus on your experience before, during, and after that conversation. Did speaking up feel like a reconnection, or did it feel like a risky move? For me, I became afraid to speak up or even register my displeasure, so I stopped bringing up issues altogether. I just went with the flow. And over time, that silence didn't create peace. It slowly turned into resentment. Sign number 4 is the mental exit. You start researching other people's divorces. You are interested in the logistics, like how did they afford it? How does co-parenting work? What does life look like on the other side? This isn't curiosity, it's preparation. Your small step for this sign is this. I want you to redirect your energy. Research one simple, practical fact. An example of this could be the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in your town, or how a shared parenting calendar app works. Turn your anxiety into information. I started doing this years before I finally made my decision. I found myself Googling questions like what would I need to do legally if I ever moved out. I researched affordable housing and neighborhoods where I could imagine living with my children. The last and final sign we will talk about today is the values divide. Your core values no longer align. I'm not talking about hobbies or preferences. I'm talking about values. You begin to notice fundamental differences in how you view parenting, money, honesty, or what family really means. You start to realize you've been bending a core part of yourself to fit, and that bend is beginning to feel like a break. Your small step for this sign is this. I want you to write down your top 3 non-negotiable values. Then with gentle honesty, ask yourself, is my life with this person allowing me to live by these values? Or am I constantly compromising them? This was the biggest one for me. I realized our values were no longer aligned, especially around parenting. What once felt manageable slowly became a high conflict area. And as life changed and my perspective evolved, I found myself unlearning some beliefs and relearning others because I wanted to raise children who could thrive in the world we were living in. I could share many examples, but I'll stop here for today. Seeing these signs doesn't mean your marriage must end, but ignoring them guarantees confusion, whether you stay or leave. Clarity isn't about rushing a decision. It's about understanding yourself. If this video resonated with you, I created something special for you. It's a free Clarity Workbook, a private digital space for you to explore these questions honestly. And you don't have to print it. You can fill it online. You'll find the link in the description. If any of the signs felt familiar, you're not imagining it. If you're comfortable, you can share in the comments what resonated with you. You can just mention the sign that resonated or use words like listening, relieved, or still unsure. Sometimes naming the feeling is the first step. For more grounded conversations like this, subscribe to The Bridge Forward. You don't have to navigate this season alone. I'll see you in the next one.